Charlene here. It's the end of the Shedwars23 season. All of our videos have to be done by October 22nd. October 23rd is the end, but they prefer we get everything done by the 22nd. So all that has to be done, my final video, which is the one you're listening to right now. And that doesn't mean my final video. It means the final video that will have this hashtag Shedwarsglobalgardeninghomesteading. All the videos that I will make after this will just have my regular, will just be my regular videos and not Shed Wars. The other requirement is that I send in to my team leader, who happens to be John at Will It Grow, my grand total. That email has to be text with just the grand total and the name of my channel. I've done that because between now and the 22nd, I won't be bringing in any more weight. I know I'm one of the little people, and you're probably curious how many pounds I attributed to my little garden. And this year, I did quite a bit of the planting and nurturing at the beginning, and then my better half, hubby, also known as Jim, has been doing other tasks as instructed. Like today, he brought in a whole bowl full of the green tomatoes, and I think there might still be a few more out there. But all of the tomatoes on the plants, every single one, needs to be picked, because next week our nighttime temperatures are going to be getting down into the 30s, the past like 33, maybe even into the frost zone. So the gardening year is done. I had hoped to get some fall planting done. It just kind of isn't going to happen. I may get out there and plant some garlic. I'm hoping to do that. But I've got still time on that. That won't be part of this year's Shed Wars, because I won't see the results until next spring anyway, or next summer. So that could be part of Shedwars24. I thought I would do a little bit of a recap here for you. The thing that has slowed me down, and it slowed me down last summer also, if you recall, the end of July in 2022, I had a heat stroke. In the process of that heat stroke, I fell down on some cement on the hottest day of the year and got second and third degree burns on my legs. Probably because I'm diabetic, I still have open sores on my legs. We have been going to a specialist, a wound care specialist, regularly, and they've been trying different procedures to try to get my legs to heal. So what I have is a chronic wound that has not been healing. The latest on it is that we have compression bandages on them, hoping that it will stimulate the blood flow a little more correctly and help the wounds to heal faster than they were. And yes, they've healed some, but a wound this wide, has gone down to this wide. That's not enough. Anyway, that has hampered what I could have done But as the saying goes, do not cry over spilt milk. And that is a bit like spilt milk, is it not? So I could only do what I could do. And with the help of my husband, what we could do. The thing that my husband helped the most with during the year, well, let me back up. In the spring, I planted, back in my grow room, we started tomatoes and pepper plants and some flowers, like marigolds. And then as soon as we were past the danger of frost, we got 18-gallon totes. I filled them up with compost and potting soil. I planted my tomatoes and peppers and various other things in those totes. So I had 6 of them that I planted in, and then I had miscellaneous pots. And a friend of ours gave us some, well, actually we purchased them, some big round pots on a pedestal. We planted cucumbers in those, and the garden grew. For a while, I fertilized every week. As the summer progressed, my stamina went and so hubby had to help me out a lot. The thing that he helped the most with, and this is his part of the gardening anyway, is picking the blackberries. As usual, our blackberry plant, it might be a little cluster of plants, but it looks like one plant, but I think it's actually a couple. They're right next to each other. What he did was pick the blackberries and put them in a gallon Ziploc bag, threw them in the freezer until the bush was no longer prolific anymore. And then he took out all of those, what did he say he had? I forget how many bags, but a lot of them, and made jam for us. The other thing that he did, which I so appreciate, is he picked the grapes. The grapes, I don't think, the grapevines didn't want to stop making grapes. We got grapes coming out of our ears, and we made a lot of grape juice. He did make one batch of grape jelly, but most of it is grape juice. So we have lots and lots of grape juice from bowls and bowls and bowls full of grapes that hubby picked. He picked the raspberries. I have along the one side of the house a whole row of raspberries. He picked those also and made raspberry jam. And then periodically he's been going out into my little tote garden and picking tomatoes as they got ripe, a few peppers, a few cucumbers, and I have some pretty flowers out there. I have some sweet potatoes that I made an estimate as how much they would weigh for on my weights. Not much, of course, because I only have one container about like so, and then another one that's, my screen's too small here, another one that's like maybe a yard long and a couple of feet wide that I had slips planted in. So a fairly small sweet potato harvest. And I have pretty zinnias and some, what's the name of the plant that it grows into a it's red. I knew the name of it until I went to say it. I hate when that happens to me. Anyway, it's a grain, it starts with an A, that much I can remember. And it's little red, they come in either red or kind of golden color. Mine were red. And let's see, what else did I have? Oh, cosmos and sunflowers. And those all help to make my garden beautiful as well as bountiful. As bountiful as it could get, being small and being more or less neglected. I also had a couple of comfrey plants. One in a pot and one in the ground, and they both did quite well. And my petunia pots, again, for beauty and for the pollinators, because the more bees and other pollinators you have come into your garden, the better the things that need pollinating will do. So that's my review for my not being able to get out there much. I'm amazed, actually. And I'm so appreciative. I was able to make videos the whole season that had to do with gardening and, you know, other things too, things other than the Shed War videos, but I amaze myself sometimes being able to keep up. I was able to keep up, even though it was compared to the most of the people in the Shed Wars collaboration, my portion, minuscule, but at least I was there. I participated. And I want to thank all of you for watching my videos. I want to thank you for the friendships that I've made. Several of you are so faithful at commenting on my videos. And thank you so much for that. Now that Shedwars23 is over with, let's stay in touch. Feel free to go in and find all my videos. Part of them are on the gardening homesteading skills hashtag, and part of them are on the Shedwars23 global gardening hashtag. And part of them you'll find just on a Shedwars23 or Shedwars23W hashtag. But if I've got videos that have something that you're interested in, I'd love it if you watch them. And if you share my videos, don't quit watching my videos just because they quit being Shed War videos. And if you're a Shed War participant, get out there and finish up. Get those weights sent to your captain. Listen to Homestead Aquarius's video that he just produced. I think it was today. I just noticed it today at any rate, where he tells how to finish up, because it's important to do it the way he wants it so that you get credit for all the work you've done. I'm going to go ahead and close this video. This will be my last Shedwars23 video. Watch for more videos, but they won't have those hashtags on them. It'll just be me making videos about gardening, cooking, playing with my cats, growing my house plants, whatever else I might take a notion I want to record and share with you. My life in general. For those of you who've been praying for my legs, do not stop. Please do not stop. I'm hoping to eventually have healed up legs. It's been well over a year at this point. God's in control of that, and I do what I can. I try to follow the doctor's instructions. So continue enjoying your garden. Continue enjoying everyone else's garden too. Shedwars23. Bye for now. This is Darlene at Darlene's Garden Channel.
Rock. That's it.
You can just leave that pot right there. And this is our sweet potato. I think that's the most sweet potatoes I've ever grown, even though they are small. May God's love and blessings surround you always.